The Bee movie was the OG movie, but it was one of the best movies in my childhood, so let's get into it. Quick side note, we were supposed to do the Obsession review this week, but we cannot find any good footage, so we're going to postpone that to the next 2 weeks. That'll be the next review I post. I gotta say, I really wish that we were on a B's schedule. Barry said they only had to have 3 days of grade school, 3 days of high school, and 3 days of college. That is an absolute dream right there. Ours is 18 years. They're done in a week. I really don't know if I could ever be a Bee though, because having the same job for the rest of your life, I mean, that's a little bit like real life, but no days off in 27 million years? How is Barry the only one that realized that's a little crazy right there? I mean, they at least better be getting 401k benefits or something. Then again, if their whole grade school, high school, and college was less than a week, how long do bees really have to even live? I do gotta note that these bees must have originated in Alabama, because Barry's friends talking about how they're all cousin, and they are reproducing somehow, if you catch my drift. Barry luckily got an opportunity though to be a pollen jock, and honestly, he was able to do it a lot easier than I thought for something you have to quote unquote be bred to do. They pretty much just threw that man right in. And he was having fun at first until they mistook some tennis balls for some flowers. And Barry got to be one of the luckiest dudes alive, because I don't know how he ended up surviving that tennis match and surviving those people's car that were attacking him. And I got to find out where dude bought that car at, because that thing was built from absolute titanium. Buddy hit 2 cars and damaged them pretty bad, and then you didn't even see a scratch on his vehicle. Barry almost died, and a girl named Vanessa saved his life, and so we had to go thank her. And I'm not gonna lie, she took it a lot better talking to a bee than you would think.
Are you serious right now?
And that man Barry fell instantly in love. Ended up going back to see her, and they were just chatting it up for a little bit. Barry even tried to throw a little hint about lust in there.
Hey, baby girl.
And then boom, got smacked back into reality by a big fat magazine. When he came to, he saw all of the honey on the shelves being sold on sale. He went and tracked where the honey was coming from and saw an absolute slaughter going on. Millions of bees slaving away to make honey and getting smoked out, just hot boxing the whole entire room. Watching this back, I didn't realize how fast this story moved. I mean, the dude went from chatting to homegirl, going to bee farms, to then suing for all of the bees in a matter of like 10 minutes. I think it was pretty funny too in the court scene when they brought the bear out, that it was the bear from Over the Hedge, if y'all didn't peep. During court, Barry and his team were killing it until his buddy lost control for no reason, stung Montgomery right in the butt cheek. But they still were able to win the case with a smoking gun until they realized how much damage they did by winning that court case. Everything around them started to die. No flowers, no trees, no nothing, since there wasn't any pollination happening anymore. And that company got to go get some better lawyers, because you telling me none of y'all thought about talking about pollination and what it would do to the country if bees stopped? Y'all really thought the best legal strategy was to pull your back out and try to get stung in the butt? Let me find out. I could go be a lawyer. I didn't really like the fact that Vanessa was also blaming Barry for most of the stuff that happened. Like she wasn't with him and helped him literally every step of the way. Like, you the human. You went to science class. You didn't go to school for only a week. You should have been able to put 2 and 2 together now.
You stupid.
Ken might have been an absolute cornball. It's cold. Over here talking about whooping an 81-year-old in tennis. Like, all right, buddy, calm down. But I will say, he got a valid point to be upset with Barry. I mean, he got his girl taken by a bee. Walked into them having dinner together. As a man, there's a few things that could hurt me, but I don't know if I would ever be able to recover knowing that my girl left me for a bee. Ken had every right to crash out and start torching up her bathroom. When all hope was lost, Barry though had an idea to go to the flower festival, steal a float, and bring it back so that way they could pollinate everything. Although there was a little trouble on the plane ride there, it accidentally knocked out both of the pilots. But it's okay because Barry's whole entire hive came to help, and I gotta say, that's some swole ass bees. They were able to carry a whole entire airplane. After seeing that, I'm not gonna lie, if I see a bee, I might might step to the other side of the sidewalk. That boy might pick me up with one of his fingers and throw me across the road. It really was a throwback watching this movie because it was one of my favorite movies when I was a kid. And if I had to rate this movie, I would have to do it in 2 different steps. Watching it as a kid, this movie was like an 8.5 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Watching it now as an adult, it was still really good. I would probably give it a 7 out of 10. Let me know in the comments if you all have ever seen the Bee Movie and how old were you when you first saw it. And if you haven't seen the Bee Movie, it's trending on Netflix right now, so go over there and check it out. Give yourself a little late time watch at night. I know you don't know what to watch anymore. I have that struggle every day. I'm like, what is on right now that is good? I've already watched everything. Like I said, y'all, not next week, but the week after, we are going to be posting the Obsession review, and let me tell you, that is an absolute banger. So make sure you like and subscribe so you are tuned in for that in the next 2 weeks. Leave me a comment. Make sure y'all show some love, and as always, make sure you are partying like every day is your birthday. Deuces.